The Wisconsin Badgers wrapped up the regular season last weekend at Ohio State. They'll open the Big Ten playoffs this weekend at Ohio State. Badgers playing well going into the postseason. I'm Brian Posick, and we'll be joined by head coach Tony Granato next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
Kalnick works his way to the left. Now it's Turcotte, right circle, shoots one down low, redirected, save made, rebound, scores! Max Zimmer! Badgers take the lead, 3-2 on a power play goal with 5:09 left. How about the senior Max Zimmer, 7th goal in the last 11 games?
Well, the Wisconsin Badgers, coming off a 5-point weekend in Columbus, go back to Columbus for the first round of the Big Ten tournament. And, Tony, you've got to be encouraged. 4 wins, a tie, and a loss in the last 6 games, playing really good hockey. And you frustrated the Buckeyes. Played well on Friday, a 3-2 victory, a late power play goal by Max Zimmer. And then Saturday, you're down 3-0. You battle back, and you force overtime on Tyler Inamoto's goal, and you win 3-on-3. But playing well, and you can tell there's some extra jump in the boys' step this week.
Yeah, and it was a weekend where, just like the previous 2 weekends, we had a chance to knock a team potentially out of an NCAA bid and potentially, knock a team from preventing them from winning the Big Ten title. So we were able to do that, and our team's playing as well as we have all year. We're getting contributions from everybody. It was a fun weekend of hockey, and it's the right way to go into the playoffs. So a month ago when we were talking, we're like, okay, what do we got? We're going to be stuck out of a home ice for playoffs. We're going to be at the bottom of the Big Ten. How are we going to get this team ready for playoffs? And we just started saying, hey, each weekend we got to prepare as if it was a playoff series. And we started with the Penn State series. We split 2 great games there. Then we went there to the Arizona State series. We swept there, played great hockey. And then you jump into Ohio State, and they were all meaningful games for those 3 teams. So it wasn't like we caught them at a good time. Those were the most important games of their season, and we played really well. So we're confident right now. We know Ohio State will be even better than they were last weekend, so we'll have to be, we'll have to pick it up a notch in a few different areas. But for the most part, just like I said, as well as we played all year, and it feels good heading to playoffs with this kind of spirit and energy that we do have.
Yep, a lot of confidence inside the Badger hockey locker room. They go to Ohio State to take on the Buckeyes again. Last Saturday, Tyler Inamoto, the game-tying goal in the 3rd period to help the Badgers take that series from OSU. He's one of the nation's leading shot blockers, too. Let's take 2 minutes with Tyler Inamoto. First question, would you rather talk about your blocked shots or your game-tying goal on Saturday at Ohio State?
Probably the blocked shots. Not a big goal scorer, but when I do get the opportunities, I try my best to put it in the net. And Cole made a great play to me, and I just try to finish for him and try to tie the game up. So I take pride in blocking shots and doing what it takes for this team to win. And I'd say block shots over the goal.
Sure. Is that an art form? I mean, you have to have some courage, but there are ways to do it and ways not to block shots, right?
Yeah, most of the time I just improvise at what I'm doing, just adjust to what the shooter's doing. Probably a lot from mini hockey being a goalie. But it's just get in the lane, get your stick out there, and then, hope the puck hits you.
In the right area.
In the right area, for sure.
Exactly. Marco Siki was a great shot blocker at the University of Wisconsin, and I know he drills this every week to get in shooting lanes and passing lanes and try to disrupt the offense. And I think the whole team as a whole has been getting better at that. Do you agree?
Yeah, for sure. We're a young team, and we're developing well right now. We're hitting our stride at the right time. There's no better way to go into playoffs. We're going off a hot streak right now, so we got a lot of confidence going into this weekend, and we're just going to look to build off of that.
As far as that goal on Saturday, I mean, that was huge. You hadn't scored a goal in 31 games.
Yeah.
That must have felt great.
Yeah, it felt really good. I think the game before I had a couple good looks at the net, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to pot one tonight. I'm feeling good right now, and been getting my shots through. Been working on all that stuff this year, so just looking to build off that and help the team whatever way I can.
Yeah, it was pretty neat too. You'll forever be connected to Cole Caulfield's mark as the Big Ten scoring champion. You know, his assist sets up your goal, and he wins the Big Ten scoring title. And only Mark Johnson and Mike Eves had ever done that in program history. That's significant.
Yeah, no, I honestly did not know at the time that he broke it off that. So, you know, I'm happy for him. He deserves it. It's well deserved, and he's worked hard. He's been contributing to this team a lot this year. So, very proud of him. You know, I said you're welcome after the game once I found out. But yeah, very proud of him.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
There are a lot of good defensemen in the Big Ten. We'll see another one in Gordy Meyer like we did last weekend, but Tyler Inamoto quietly has had a really good year, hasn't he?
Outstanding year. He's one of those guys that every game he's the same. You know, mentioned the shot blocks and how many he has, but defensively he takes so much pride in being a solid defender. He's physical, he's tough. He's one of those guys that just battles through any sort of injury or any sort of tough time. He finds a way to go out there and play hard. So to see him score the goal the other night, that was kind of, we were scratching and clawing, and we're all over him, and everybody had good looks and good chances to score, and then there goes Tyler Inamoto up for a big one-time bomb that went in the net. And when you see your team jump up, and I know it was a big goal for our team, but to have Tyler Inamoto score that goal, it showed how much the guys appreciate all of the other things he does for them to help us, and to see him get a goal like that was really exciting for all of us.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, it was set up by Cole Caulfield, who became the Big Ten scoring champion. That's pretty special for him. I mean, only Mark Johnson and Mike.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to believe when you think about that, with all of the players that we've had come through, and only have those two guys do it, and being such a long time ago. But he certainly deserved it with the year he had. It was funny because the night before they had that disallowed goal that he would have had an assist on and would have taken the lead over. It got taken away. And then I was thinking, well, okay, if we don't, if we get to overtime and we're tied, he'll have a chance in overtime. And then I learned the new rule that 3-on-3 doesn't count on stats. Mm-hmm. So we were really happy that he was able to get that. He's deserved it. He's had a great year. He made a great play on that goal. And for a freshman to win the scoring title is pretty special. Yeah.
Earlier this week in Milwaukee, it was announced that Wisconsin, Arizona State, Clarkson, and UConn will play in the inaugural Holiday Face-Off at Fiserv Forum. It's a 3-year deal to have a college hockey tournament back in the Brew City. And Badger Hockey Showdown was there for a long, long time. This is going to be fun.
This is cool. This is something, it's been missing for a few years, where we've hoped we would find a way to get back to Milwaukee. We know how many great fans are in that area. We know how special that area is to our program, winning a national championship at the Bradley Center. And so many kids from Wisconsin, that we have on our roster, to give them opportunities to play in front of different crowds and in a building like that building there, it's going to be really special. So we're excited to be part of that one.
All right, excited about this weekend too. Big Ten tournament, first round, best of 3 series. Play like you did last weekend, you're going to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we feel as good about our team as we had all year. The guys got a ton of confidence. We're healthy. If you look at our players, pretty much across the roster, this is the best individually they played all year as well. You look at what Turcotte's done. You look at Paul Bice. Mm-hmm. You look at Zimmer. You look at Caulfield. You look right. All our defensemen, Wyatt Kallenbach, and you look. It's just been one of those times of the year where you kind of feel everybody feels good about their game. And like I said, Ohio State's going to be a heck of a team. They know what it takes to get to the tournament. They are an experienced team. They get 13 upperclassmen that'll be in the lineup that that know what it's all about. So we'll give them everything they got and see what happens.
All right, good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
Sure, that's Badgers head coach Tony Granato. Wisconsin and Ohio State Friday, Saturday, Sunday if necessary. All the games start at 6 o'clock. You can watch them on BTN+. Also listen to them with me and Paul Capobianco on the Badgers Sports Network. And we've got a Fiserv Forum Holiday Face-Off cookie for Jay Williams here today. Hey, tickets available at FiservForum.com. See the Badgers play in Milwaukee December 28th and 29th. For Tony Granato, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.